about 4 or 5 years ago, and I was mugged off my mountain bike at gunpoint. Fortunately, I did not resist, and I managed to give them what they want. If there's anyone who wants to give us, tell us what happened to them, I'll start here with my fellow cycling mates.
Yeah, guys, this is serious. So we appeal, if our fellow motorists are listening closer, please guys, work with us. All we asking for is 1.5 meters. It's not too much to ask for, I believe. Personally, I was a victim. I was involved in an accident on a solo ride. So I was hit by a taxi full of people, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I got trapped underneath, and then they dragged me a couple of meters, and then they just left. They didn't even bother stopping to check if this guy is still alive. A taxi full of people, guys, not even one could say, guys, can we check on that guy, and what if he's dead? And people were just walking on the pavement, passing me like, what is he doing on a bike? So yeah, unfortunately, I'm here to tell the tale. I was left with broken shoulder. Took me about 6-8 months to recover. Yeah, and then as I say, I'm fortunate to be here to tell the story. So yeah, guys, please work with us. I'm a motorist, I'm a husband, I'm a father to some. So we deserve to use the road as well. So thank you very much.
My name is James Apandi, and I would like to share a very recent story. And simply because you spoke about potholes. And last week Thursday, after an early morning ride with a group, I decided to come this side of Pretoria West, and I went through a pothole, and my road bike's handlebar broke, and my chest rested on the light here, laid down for about 45 seconds. It felt like 45 minutes because I couldn't stand up, and a lot of people just passed until a Samaritan lady came and picked me up. So it shows the importance of the municipality taking care of potholes. I also know of a rider I ride with, he's still recovering as we speak. He can't ride because he also went through a pothole. Thank you.
Good morning, good neighbor. My name is Mutigo, I'm from Century. About 6 years ago, I was hit by a car. And it took me 4 years to recover because my knee was damaged. I'm only back now for about 2 or 3 years. So our lives matters on the road. So motorists, please stop using your cell phones while on the road. Thank you very much, guys.
Good morning, good morning. Morning, cyclists. Rolling. I'm just kidding, we're not. My name is Maverick, Power 98.7 presenter. On the 16th of last month, it was that Easter weekend. I was also hit by a drunk motorist from behind, and unfortunately, my bike wasn't that lucky, but I lived to tell the tale of being alive and being able to ride. Again, I've actually recently just come back this week after an 8-week long break. I had to recover, and I just want to say to many motorists who don't consider that many of us are fathers, we are brothers, we have children, we have all these responsibilities we need to take care of. We're not on the street, on the road to be a nuisance or anything of that sort. We also need to use the road because it's also for the future of our children. It's not just for us. Many parents buy their children bikes so that they can also ride with them on the road. And there's many of us who don't live to tell the tale of being on the road because many of us get killed because of reckless driving, you know? And it's only when we know that we can share the road with motorists and other people who use the road. In this instance, I call them vulnerable road users. there's pedestrians, there's joggers, there's runners, there's cyclists, there's also motorcyclists. All of us are not covered by anything, we are not protected by anything. When you're a motorist in a car, you're protected by the shell that you are inside the car. And we are not protected by anything. All those vulnerable road users. So please, motorists, when you come across us, just give us a bit of space, 1.5 meters, that's all we ask on the shoulder. Even if the road is narrow, please just be careful around us when we're on the road. That's all we ask for. And to cyclists also, let's also be safe. Let's also be considerate to motorists on the road and make sure that we ride safely. No helmets, no rides.
My name is Pula. I go by Pumi. I actually didn't want to talk this. I don't like talking in front of people. I'm a very shy person. So my story goes like this. I was cycling one morning in Centurion by myself in 2020. I got mugged by two people that came out of nowhere in the road. They knocked me off my bike and they dragged me through the road. I was crying. Talking about this now is just getting back some bad memories. They took my belongings. Unfortunately for me, they didn't take my bike. I'm still using it now. Some cars stopped to assist. And one person who was driving the truck was able to take me and put me into the truck, and I went to the hospital to get medical attention.
Oh, thank you, Bulu. There's some people when we were busy arranging this awareness campaign, and they were asking, but why don't we encourage those who are affected to actually exercise indoor or in the gym, and no. Not everybody wants to exercise indoors. Not everybody has got the luxury to go to gym. But also, we cannot give up for thugs to hold us at ransom and take over our freedom to exercise outdoor. We need to do that. So, Charles.
Hi everyone. Hey, I'm heartwarmed to see this. Guys, just this morning there were two commuters hit on Solomon-Baglanga, 200 meters from one another. One is in hospital, critical. It's happening every day. What we are doing here, what you guys are doing here, please keep up the good work. Right. Thank you very much to the organizers. Right.
My name is Ria, and I don't have a bad testimony, but a good one indeed. So I'm here to give a shout out to Erasmia Police Station. So there was one morning where we went cycling. Of course, we didn't have a support car, and then when we were just by Erasmia, policeman stopped by, and then he just started escorting us. So that was really great because we even had a mechanical issue that day, and he had the patience to stop and help us sort our issues up until we even got to R55 just by Raslo. So there is a good side part of it, and we are hopefully expecting to see more of that in future. So shout out to Rasmia and shout out to the future police stations that will be escorting us. Thank you.
Thank you so much to the authorities for coming here. We have two memorandums here, one for the City of Tshwane Metropolitan Municipality. This goes to the MMC of Safety. As Philip said, there's slight difference in demands, but it's actually similar. Request, yes, definitely request. So, as the cycling and running community of Pretoria and the Greater Centurion, we've noted a greater concern in our cycling and running routes. There's been muggings, there's been hijackings, there's been robberies at gunpoint. There's just been chaos. We've seen hit and runs as well,
where runners and cyclists are hit by cars. And not so long ago, even today, we had an incident at Solomon Matlangu. So this is not something that is happening once in a blue moon. We've seen it happening on a daily basis. This is why we're coming here to ask your help as law enforcement authorities. How can we work together? How can we make sure that our streets are safe? So the request that we have for the city of Tshwane, it is to increase visibility in all crime spots. It is to make sure that the street lights are maintained, because we normally exercise early hours and also late hours of the day. So it helps to make sure that the street lights are always on, and that also makes sure that there is visibility on the road. And then the general road maintenance. I was actually very excited when I was listening on radio this morning, hearing about potholes, over 100,000 potholes initiative being maintained in Johannesburg. And I was yes, this is something that we also need done in Pretoria, because potholes also pose accidents, not just to bicycles only, even cars as well, because you try swerve and sometimes it hits you by surprise. You're not aware there's a certain pothole, and really, if we're trying to make sure that we maintain our roads, it will just benefit everyone, not just cyclists or runners. And cutting of grass and shrubs around the cycling routes. It also helps because these are hiding places for the criminals. So if you can really help us with that. So those are the requests for the city or Tshwane. I would like us, if we can sign this memorandum here, and then this is just a copy for us that we'll take with.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank you as cyclists for the well-behaved and disciplined manner in which you have approached this. I can tell you that from my office's side, we will attend to this. I will arrange with your leadership for a meeting so that we can come up with some sort of a solution. I will take it up with the other departments that's mentioned. I know that the city is also embarking on a big pothole repair drive. We've got equipment and it's happening on a daily basis. So when I meet with your leadership, we'll discuss the routes and make sure that that gets attendance together with the grass cutting. So from my side, thank you once again and good luck, and continue doing your good work. Thank you.
Thank you, MC. Brigadier Naidu.
Thank you. Good morning, colleagues. As from the SAPS side, we will take in your request. We will peruse your concerns, colleagues. Your safety is our priority in terms of security. From the district side, we will be sitting with your conveners in a planning session to strategize on your safety and the routes, as the MMC says, discussing safety tips on the times and what the planning and what strategic measures we'll put in place. Replies will be given to the conveners in the due time. Thank you.
There's going to be a feedback. There's deadlines on the request, so there's going to be feedback from ourselves and SAPS and City of Tshwane as to how far or how much work has been done on the request that we've made. But thank you so much to everyone that came, Clint, all you guys, LJ for organizing, Philip for being our MC, our marshals, thank you very much. You guys were amazing.